Hi guys, I'm actually trying to work, so I'm trying to move away from my phone. Hi Fortunate. Hi Ozim's Adventure of Random Stuff. Hi Willie. Zim was great. Was really nice. I was in Bulawayo, which felt like being in Pietermaritzburg 2.0. But yeah, it was really nice. It was nice meeting my in-laws too. But would I invest in Zim stocks? I guess. Too early to say anything. I don't think I know too much about their economy. But let me tell you something, everything is expensive. Using dollars is expensive. So, yeah, it was very expensive. Hey, Bo. I've actually never gone. Oh wait, I have been live on YouTube before. So I said I'm a mask ball. But how do I check if people have responded to the? Okay, surely it'll come up. So let me relax. Oh, your money. Hi, Nokuhle. I hope I said that correctly. No, this is what I'm looking for. Hi, Ramaisela. Hi, Nokuhle. So I have a question. Do you think an average student stands a chance to pass PGDA? Yeah. See how I didn't even have to think about that. I automatically told you that yes, you can, because you can. Also, let me just tell you, when I was doing PGDA, I'd heard so many rumors about how people fail it. So I kind of like, oh, so many people fail, I'm probably also gonna fail. It's like I manifested it, and I was just so confident or comfortable with failing when I was failing like the tests and stuff, Saturday tests. And then I got a sub at the end of the year. Because it's like, no, it's normal though. Everybody fails this. Like, I was prepared to do CTA or PGDA twice because other people do it twice. So I think I'm going to get out the first time. And then it clicked in my head, go to I actually don't want to do school again. So I picked my stuff up and I saved my year in a couple of weeks. But don't do that. But what I'm saying is stop listening to the stats, stop listening to people saying, oh, people fail it, oh, this is where a lot of people get left off. Whatever, it's none of your business. Your business is to pass. So go pass. Go pass. And if you think you need help, get a tutor. Don't wait until you fail to get a tutor, get a tutor. I know it costs money, probably like 600 Rand a session, and you're probably thinking, oh, it's happy, make a plan, ask your bursary, whatever. You'd rather spend 600 Rand for 10 lessons. Oh, that's a lot, 6,000, but it's fine. 6,000 is nothing compared to repeating the whole year. Also, just think about how you want to be done and how you are ready to buy a car and live in your own apartment. All of those nice things that are waiting for you after CTA. So keep pushing. You're busy with BCTA. What's BCTA? Is that before? Is that like a bridging course? But what I'm saying is don't stress about it. Yeah, Phila, on the job hunt, I always say that this is a place where I might not be the best person to talk because my degree was quite well structured and I was able to get like a job before I even was done with school. I think speak to someone who's in your stream, speak to someone who studied what you're studying, speak to someone who's employed, ask them what they did or what they wish they did so that you can start doing it. And the earlier the better. So if you're still studying, that's great because at least you have time. It's not like you need the money now. Yeah. But I know this is such a generic response, so I'm sorry. I wish I knew. PGDA tips. I have some tips. I have a video or a playlist on careers/school, so I think check that out. You'll see all the tips I've ever given on studying. It looks so good with the hat on. It's been a while ago, so oh wait, I started reading books or books message before Miss Polyamo. Let me read that one first. Hi Nokuhle, I also have a question. How did you overcome failing modules, especially accounting during your undergrad? Like, how did you keep the spirit despite all hurdles, become student? I'm lowering the volume so that I'm not screaming because I don't want to scream when I'm talking about lessons. Who's that artist that says never a failure, always a lesson? Is it Rihanna? I can't remember, but it was a Pinterest or a Tumblr picture that used to circulate. But I think that's how I framed it, and I really think the way you frame things is important. You're going to fail at something. You're not going to be perfect. And if you're perfect at everything you attempt to do, that means you're also not doing things that are challenging you. And that's boring because who wants to live a boring life? But with that being said, when you fail something, you need to fine, you can feel sorry for yourself and mourn and feel bad, but then get over it. Like, don't wallow in your pity and think that, oh, I failed, now this is it. um you can cry, but then get over it and figure out why you failed so that you don't repeat the same mistake. For me, I think I also knew that failing was expensive for me because I was on a scholarship, and my scholarship had quite a strict criteria, so I knew I actually couldn't afford to not pass. Yes, I failed. I think I failed ecos end of first year, but that was it. I was like, this is the last thing I'm failing because I can't fail anything more, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to continue studying at UCT. I was going to have to go back and study at home, which I didn't want, because at home I didn't feel like I had the freedom to find myself and be myself. Like, I'm an only girl, so my parents and my brothers are all strict. So I was like, I can't not live the life that I'm living now. So I had to get my act together. But what I'm saying is, think about how you're going to do better, reflect, ask for help, speak to your tutors and stuff, because sometimes you let things go because you think you'll figure it out. A lot of us were quite smart in high school. Things usually clicked, so you think it's still going to click. There's no time for things to click in university. If you don't get it now, take one day. After one day, if you still don't get it, go and ask for help. But yeah, do that. But also, get over failing. Literally everybody fails, but when you've succeeded, when you become a chartered accountant, nobody asks you how many times did you fail. Nobody asks you that. Nobody cares. We see a done, siyabonga, thank you. Nobody asks you that. When you go buy a new car, when you go buy a house, nobody says, okay, before we give you this car, tell us how many times did you fail, or show us your transcript. Nobody cares. Get over yourself. I know that sounds mean, but tough love. But also, I had a friend who used to belesele me when I failed. Oh yeah, you failed. Oh, you still have an extra lesson. And it used to annoy me because, like, why must you remind me every 2 days that I failed the course? So, but the way life works out, bro. Qualified way before them. Qualified on time. I think they just qualified. So it's like, see now. But also, I don't keep track of these things. But I'm just saying, don't yabba about people's failures because you don't know what's waiting for you. I'm actually happy about my fail. I think I needed to fail. I think failing helped me make sure that I never failed again. And that's why I was able to complete everything in time. Because the thing I failed, I was able to carry it on in the following semester. So instead of doing like 6 courses, I was doing 7. But that meant I had to work. And then I told myself I never want to experience this ever again. Okay, books. I just failed IAC. I think that's the new ITC. I'm so comfortable with the fail. It hasn't hit me hard at all, to a point that it worries me just a little that I don't. Anyways, I'm preparing to study soon. Hey, I get that, and that's okay. And again, it's that thing of when you look at the stats, so many people failed, so I'm not the only one. But I hope I hope it goes better. Don't stress too much, but you'll be fine. And at least you get a chance to rewrite it quite quickly. It's not like APC where you write it once a year. Yo, APC. But all the best with IAC. Bulelani, I got chopped by CFA last year. Hey guys, the pain. Bulelani, doesn't CFA even have like a very low pass rate? Like, the pass rate is terrible. My partner is considering doing this. I should stop calling my partner. My fiance is considering doing his CFA because he's an engineer, but he loves the world of finance, so he's thinking of moving into finance using CFA. And I'm just like, I don't know if exactly 23% pass rate, exactly. But all the best. I hope it goes well. I have FOMO for CFA because I feel like it would be so nice to say, oh, I'm a CFA level 2 candidate or whatever. But also, you have to say, Bright, hi. I'm a young engineer with 3 years experience. I'm looking to get out of the rat race, to me and my own family, and have a huge family. What do you think is the best side hustle to be made for him? Hey, Bright, I don't know. I don't know if there's a side hustle that will get you out of the rat race. but your side hustle can definitely, combined with your main hustle, can definitely get you to where you want to be faster. And guys, this is, I can't tell you off the top of my head, because also people are different. Also, your industry might be paying you really well, so it might not be worth you leaving it. But also just try to figure out what you really enjoy doing. But it's also a good thing that you're thinking about exiting the rat race, because I don't think it's sustainable to stay there forever. Okay. I'm reflecting on my Q1 goals, by the way. Hold on. Ramaisela, between CTA, ITC, and APC, which one was hard? They're all hard. They all have their own level of whatever, but I would say CTA is the hardest because it's a full year, and if you fail one thing, you fail everything. And it's also expensive, and you're not making money because usually you're not working when you're doing CTA. So I think that's the one you really need to make sure you get out of. And the nice thing is that if you're done with CTA and you did it well enough, ITC or IAC also becomes easier, because it's literally a couple of weeks shortly after you've graduated, well, shortly after you're done. So really push with CTA. APC is also hard because you're working, you're leading a team, you're like the engine of your audit team if you're working in audit. And you only get a chance to write it once a year, and if you fail you have to wait a whole year. So that's a whole year of you having to remember everything you've learned. But yeah, CTA is the worst. CTA is the worst because it costs a lot. Bulelani, thoughts on property investing, bachelor flats and student areas. I think it's a good thing. I would look into it, but like again, I can't just say flat out yes, go for it, because it depends. How are you financing it? What is your rate? What's your return? Are students looking for accommodation in that area? Blah blah blah. There's a lot of factors to consider, but it's something that has been done and people have been making money. So if you're serious about it, look into it. But also students trash areas. But yeah. Hi Tricia. Hi Nompumelelo. You guys are asking me very hectic questions that I need to think about. It's not something I can do whilst I'm working. But I'll answer you. I'll answer you all. Let me just finish this section. Last point, I'll be with you guys. Okay. Michael, top 5 things to do with my first paycheck as an intern. I've got no family responsibilities. Ooh, nice. Happy for you. Firstly, maybe jot down and actually plan your goals. See what you want for yourself. At the age of 40, who are you? I actually have a free goal setting template on my store on www.lomaku.co.za. It's free, and the reason I'm saying you must go and set your goals is because that will tell you what you should be doing now. Because if I tell you, oh, you should go and save, maybe you have nothing to save for. If I say, oh, maybe consider investing, maybe you don't need to be doing that. So go and set your goals, ask yourself what you want, and then take it from there. For example, if you are hoping to buy a car or a house in like the next few years, you could use some of your paycheck to actually save for your deposit, or even for the whole car or the whole house if you're going to buy it cash. Okay, let's not assume that everyone's going to get a loan. So save a portion of it. I'd also say maybe try and invest, especially if you're young, because you've got a lot of time. You can actually play around. You don't, like you said, you don't have much family responsibility, so it's not like if you lose 1,000 rand they're going to stop. No, it's going to be sad, but what if you don't lose 1,000 rand? So just try and see what you can do. Also, if you do have time, maybe see if you can't actually use some of that money to start a side hustle, like as your capital. So if you, what could you do if you want to start a vending machine business, if you want to do a car washing business and you want to buy equipment, see what you can do with that. The goal is always to try and use your money to make you more money. But if this is your very first paycheck, I also think you can actually spoil yourself. Like, enjoy it, well done. Spoil yourself, and then let's work on the second one. Yeah, the first paycheck is meant to be nice, okay? And also, but again, it depends on where you're at. If you just got a new apartment and you need furniture, you might have to use your first paycheck to get a fridge, a microwave, a bed, and more. So save for all of those things. And if you're living at home, it's great, but also you need to know that at some point you have to leave. So maybe you can start saving for your furniture, so that when you do leave, you're able to buy everything all at once, unlike most of us who have to furnish in stages. Nompumelelo, retirement annuity or living annuity? Is saving for retirement annuity with the bank okay? I actually like that question. I'm gonna write it down, which means I'm gonna cover it in a longer video. Retirement annuity or living annuity. And thank you for reminding me, because my grandfather actually said this to me. My grandfather said I should get a living annuity, but I actually haven't done the pros and cons, compared them, and he's now passed on, so I can't exactly ask him why. So let me look into it and let me cover it. I actually might cover it in the book that I'm writing, which I think a lot of you are going to enjoy, but I can't share too much because I'm working with the publisher this time, so it's a lot that's confidential. But when it drops later on this year, you guys will see everything, and at least it'll answer some of these questions like off the bat. But retirement, annuity, or living annuity, I've got that. Bulelani, can one get to 100% salary replacement rate using these floods? If you could, but I don't think early. Also depends on what your salary is. If your salary is 3,000 rand, yes, you could get to that very quickly. But if your salary is 80,000 rand, I don't think having student flats is going to get you to 80,000 rand per month that quickly, especially if you're going to finance it. And also students break things, so you're going to have to replace some stuff. There's also some taxes involved, so it's not very easy to compare. It's not like oh yes, get 100 flats, you'll be fine. It depends. Solo and Bulelani, at least you guys are both doing CFA. Tricia, can I ask, I'm employed but my salary is not enough. I want to start a side hustle. Which idea can you plug me with? I was thinking of baking and cooking, but it'll require a lot of time. If you like baking and cooking, I think you can make the time. Obviously when you have a side hustle, there are things that you do have to sacrifice, so you might not be able to spend as much time with your friends or go out, or when your family's doing fun things, you might have to stay behind because you're working. But if that's what you need to make money, then it's fine, sacrifice it. But there are other things that you could do. I have a playlist of ways to make money, so maybe check that out. Maybe something else will appeal to you. Being a personal shopper, being an editor. I know a lot of creators are looking for editors. Even I'm low-key looking for an editor, but I haven't actually opened up a post because I want people to apply and I can see their work, because I don't want my quality to drop, but I also don't want to pay 5 million rand. So and Tricia, also maybe check out Financial Affairs Paul. She usually does like things where she tests out sites where you make money, and I think she's quite reliable because she actually tested herself before she recommends it to people. So maybe see there's something you can do there, and at least there most of the stuff is digital, so you don't actually have to physically move, and you can do it at random times. Okay. I promise I'll be back with that. That was a very good question, Gabong. Thank you, Naima, Naledi. This is one of my new favorite songs, guys. Bulelani, I hear you to say yes because of tax benefits, but it's not like your retirement annuity doesn't get taxed. You'll get the tax break now when you're making the contributions now, but when you get it out, it still gets taxed. Obviously, there's an amount that isn't taxed though, but you don't know how much she's saving towards the retirement annuity. So if it's more than the allowance, she could still face tax regardless. And I'm a lady. Do I miss corporate? No, I really actually don't. I don't know why I did this. I don't, but I also feel like I'm not fully out because a lot of my clients are corporate clients. So I stepped out of a conglomerate or like a multinational corporate just to start my own corporate, if that makes sense. Bulelani, you really are the finance expert here, so thanks. But no, Bulelani is not providing financial advice, so if it doesn't go the way he says or they say, please don't arrest them. I'm saving you here, Bulelani, because you're offering financial advice. Hi, Tabiso. I love that you guys are talking about retirement because it means you're thinking ahead. I love that. That's also my focus for this year. But I'm not done with my research, so I'll be back. So far, my financial advisor told me to focus on something. Obviously, I don't want to say it because I don't want you guys to think that it must apply to you as well, because she was looking at my profile and the type of work that I do, so she told me to focus on this for now, but that we must reassess later on. So tell me these empty bones, these empty bones are dead inside. Only hope keeps us alive. Soul is gold when the heart is healthy. She paid her dues, she played those broken blues. Etta James and her name came from the very same truth. Skip the youth, now it's things to do. Now it's cleaning up after you, and it's the music she sings to. Hallelujah. No better than to walk in with all the sin you're holding in. They said to leave it at the door. They said pain no more. She said, but I got something I'm fighting for. What you mean pain no more? Play the chord. Melodies playing her like chess. She's taking deep breaths. She takes a beat into the chest, and there's no finesse in this stress. Demons try to tell her what's next. She says, I just want you to be blessed. Blessed. He said, this is flesh of my flesh and it was all movement when you saw me. Real people in this room. Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find an image with the rest. You'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie. You understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece
of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach. Like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell her about the healer. Greater is the one within, call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty head up to the sky. Never wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a diva. Take her higher, higher. Fly out the valley and the fire. Take her higher, higher. Fly out the valley and the fire. Train her feet for running. Show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is for becoming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get.
I'm so happy to hear that, Silwane.
Ready when the truth act up, nothing.
I don't even know what challenge that was, but whatever it was that helped you find it.
Lions den, speaking with the higher pen. Can't be touched by fire. Yes, forward to the grown things now. I'm working on them soul things now. Forgetting all your old ways, but it's harder on the cold days. Cold days. Never been a product of a flawless environment. Never acted like I'm higher than you. And I still pray, dear God, won't you send me away? 'Cause I need to get away. Dear God, won't you send me away? 'Cause I need to get away. 'Cause I would rather be running away. I would rather be running. Dear God, won't you send me away? 'Cause I need to get away now. I need to get away.
Oh, my channel. Okay, thank you.
Just wanna know where you went when you left me that night. I don't wanna be here, lying on the floor, picking up the pieces you left when you walked out that door. And I don't know why, but it's still open. You left me tired and lonely, and I can't believe I'm still waiting around. I don't wanna cry, but you know me so well. I just wanna hold back, but tears they keep coming. You may not love me now.
Bulelani, I know you probably would have said you should go for Standard Bank. Because I think you once left a comment. Your name looks familiar. Young professionals. But no, guys, matter what are non-negotiables when it comes to things we need to have in place as adults, particularly those that require you to have something to. That is what my book is about. At this point, we must just sit together next to me. Standard Bank is the best. Selo and you also wait for Standard Bank. No, as someone who, okay, so context, I bank with almost every bank. Obviously, different portfolios, but I bank with almost every bank. I think the only bank I don't have an account with is Capitec. I don't have anything with Capitec, but all the other banks. Oh, Capitec and African Bank. I don't really have anything that I've needed from them. But I definitely still believe in my besties, the zebra. But also, again, each their own. To each their own. Because my older brother is on the Standard Bank Young Professionals account, and he's also enjoying it. But I'm also enjoying mine on Investec. So I really do think to each their own. And these things are the same, really. But yeah, I back them. Don't ask me what they do. Tell me what you like about Standard Bank so I can tell you how Zebra also does that easily. And there's more, but yeah. But I'm just glad that the whole young professionals bank accounts thing is a thing. Okay, so whether it's Nedbank, Standard Bank, Investec, ABSA, I know FNB no longer has it, but Big Blue. I like the app, but I also don't like it. So I use Big Blue for business, and they frustrated me a bit, which is why maybe I can't back them like that. But also the zebra isn't perfect, but they're still good. I think the zebra is because their numbers are limited, so they can really give you quality because there's only a few of us. Whereas with the Big Blue, if Big Blue is doing too much, they've got a lot going on. So everything is prime minus even credit card. Bro, the fact that prime is so high, prime minus actually means nothing. But ngagos. Yeah, okay, Zebra is exclusive, I'll give you that. And I think that's why a lot of us like it, the exclusive. You know how we are. The less people have it, the better. But outside of that, because I'm out of that nonsense now, I'm older and wiser. But I still like them. I really still back them. Bro, Zebra gives me so many rewards. You don't know how much I convert my rewards every single month. Like, I'm talking thousands. So, don't tell me about rewards. Whereas, Big Blue, what? No. Even the Tree Bank, no. Because I have them as well. That's actually the account I use for my groceries. Nonsense. I'm considering moving back to Zebra because I know Zebra I would earn for every grocery thing that I'm doing. Whereas with the Big Tree, yes, I'm earning rands, but no, you can't even convert those to money. You have to buy stuff with timeout. Yeah. But also, I don't know why we're arguing over banks. I have fun. Everyone just pick their poison because literally, yeah. What did I do well this month? Go to a lot of house viewings. Start looking in the areas that you like. View a lot of houses because you think you know what you want, but I don't think we actually know. And the pictures we see online aren't good enough. Ask a lot of questions, and the more house viewings you do, and when you see other people too, the more you hear them ask questions, so you also kind of pick up with, oh, okay, I need to start asking for stuff. There's also a book that I really recommend. Hold on, let me show you Silvani. I'll show you just now. Get this book. It's Buy Your First Home by Zamantungwa Khumalo. Khumalo with an H. It's my bookmark. But I'm done with the book, so. I read this book page, cover to cover, page to page. I made so many notes on it. I've written all over this book. It was a really nice South African context type of book. And I'm hoping that the book that I'm working on is somewhat this straightforward, because she didn't overcomplicate it. She didn't try to sound smart. She didn't try to use big words that confuse people. And then it's like, now you're trying to read a book, but now you've got your dictionary on this side. So it's confusing. No, she went straight to the point, and it was written in her tone. Like you could hear, oh, a South African wrote this, and that's what you need because we are South African. So I really like this book. I really, really did. And that's what I'm kind of aiming for with my second book. It's basically about how to build wealth in this day and age, because there's a lot of new things. There's a lot of things. There's crypto. There's digital creators. There's so many new things that have come up. We don't know what's still relevant for building wealth and what isn't. But yeah, I'm actually working on that. So to answer you, Tate Melefi, I'm working on my book. I'll actually just update my goals though, because I feel a bit all over the place. But I'm working on my manuscript because I have to submit that soon. I actually might even ask for a bit of a... I don't want to be that guy, but I might ask for... I just need to push a bit so that they can see that I am working on it, then ask for an extension, because I've had a lot going on. I've had a lot of family, personal things going on. So I've taken time off, took time off for my own family, then I also took time off for my fiance. So I'm just really behind on a lot of things, but I also don't regret it because life happens and there's no good time for people to pass on anyways. But yeah, I actually should ask for that extension. Yo, guys, my wedding is even coming up. There's more stuff to be done. I've had a couple bad days just to get back to you. Pray about everything. Hi, I want to know if I invest in shares, so I get dividends when the company pay dividends. But now what happened to the capital I've invested? It's you own a portion of the company. So if let's say the company fails and they have to sell, the company no longer does what they do, and they're splitting up everything, you get a portion of the company or whatever it's worth. For example, if your company was bought for 100,000 and you own 1% of that company with all the shares that you have, then you get 1% of 100,000. That's what they liquidated your company at, and that's your portion, that's your ownership. But it's highly unlikely that your company will get liquidated. And also it is unlikely that you not that it's unlikely, you could really be rich and you could have just been focusing on one stock, so you can own a significant portion of a company. But usually a lot of us buy like small fractional shares, so we don't actually own a significant portion of the company as an individual. But yeah, but your capital still remains there. The only thing is, if the company starts trading at a smaller amount, by the way, I'm playing your song. If it starts trading at a smaller amount, your capital gets eaten into, which is why it's important that you invest money that you're not looking to use in the short term, because your investment can go down and can go up, but it can also go down. Unlike if you saved money in a bank account or in a money market, you know the capital is safe. Nothing moves. It doesn't get touched, but you can earn interest off of it rather. So yeah, that's the difference between investing and saving. Saving, you earn less, like your money grows smaller, but at least you know your capital is safe. Everything you put in, that is safe. You always get that, and maybe slightly more on top, the interest. With investing, the money you put in, it can go up, but it can go down. Not to say that the money you put in is safe, you always get it out. No, if you decide you want your money out tomorrow and the market is performing badly, you've lost the money, because you're not willing to wait it out. And even if you wait it out, it doesn't always mean that your company will improve. Yeah. Rotondo, I'm so sorry. I will definitely post in the future when I am going on lives to study, because this is what this is. I'll post better in advance. I wasn't sure if people are interested in this, but I'll do better. I promise. You can maybe tell me when you think it's a good time for us to do this. Maybe Sunday evenings? Or Mondays? No, Mondays. Maybe Wednesdays?